Wow, we have some great meal prepping for you. Oh boy, look at this chicken. Man, we're gonna cook some really great food. I know I'm talking with my mouth full, but we're gonna cook some really great food today. Hang out, watch this video, and see what you like. It's really good. Hey, so we're gonna do some more meal prepping. So last week it worked out so well for us that we had decided that we were gonna do some more meal prepping again this weekend. It was I think it was a success. We still have some stuff left over in the refrigerator that we're gonna finish off tonight. So it's actually made the week a lot easier for us just to come home and be able to heat things up. I know it's probably not real exciting for you to see the day of eatings and watching us eat some of the leftover stuff that we cook, but that's what you kind of have to do to be successful, at least in my opinion. So we're going to do this similar thing. We're going to start off with the eggs this week. We're going to make more of an egg bite this time, I guess. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use 12 eggs here. I have some cheese that I'm going to be putting in it, so here, and then we actually have some cured ham. Now this is cured ham, so that means it's cured with sodium and sugar and a few other things. But I'm okay with it because it's so little, and when you divide it up by the 12, and we're actually going to use a silicone mold today, just because of the fact I can get this into my little Ninja oven, and then I don't have to turn the big oven on, which is fantastic because I don't have to worry about heating up the house. Now the time of this filming, we are supposed to be getting a hurricane in Southern California later on tonight and tomorrow morning. So it'll be interesting to see how we go. So we're going to start meal prepping some stuff today and probably continue over to tomorrow. We'll show you what we're doing. I'm not going to show you the recipes. Again, I know I had a request. I made some of those brownies and somebody wanted to see those brownie recipes. So I will do a separate video on that because we've actually changed it from the original brownie recipe that we did. So we're going to do that again. But it came out really, really good. And they also have the air show going on here in town. So if you hear some of the planes taking off, they just had an F-15 flying overhead that was making, man, it was really loud. So it was awesome to watch them because we can see it really good from our house. But I think it's all over with now. I think the F-15 was the end of the show. But you hear some planes taking off and stuff of that nature. Some of them probably want to try to get out of here before the storm gets here. So, but it was pretty cool when he went over and he'd throw the afterburners on, and man, it was so loud. It shook the neighborhood, and all the car alarms were going off, and it was awesome. It was awesome. So anyway, also been a little trying weekend because I actually got my Google account hacked, my YouTube account hacked. So it took me a couple of days, 2 or 3 days to get it back. But a lot of going back and forth with Google and resetting the account, and everything looks good now. I've gone in and put in a bunch of security features and stuff in there to try to even up the level of security. But I guess this is a pretty common thing today. So if you guys are out there, you have a good YouTube channel, now that I think I'm trying to get some success behind me, I'm thinking that they're targeting folks like that. So so just be careful what you click on and the emails that people send you. And I believe it was somebody who sent me an email about a collaboration, and they sent me a zip file, and like a dummy I opened the zip file and I shouldn't have, and I paid for it. So so it was pretty trying. It was pretty traumatic. I don't know, you have a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for the last 2.5, 3 years trying to get the channel going, and finally feel like I'm reaching folks. I feel like I'm really helping people, and and feel like they're helping me more and more every day, and it's just pretty concerning. But anyway, so anyway, I'm going to get together. I'm going to throw this together. Once I get the eggs beaten, I am going to put a little bit of heavy cream in it. So just to kind of give it a little more fluffy stuff in it. I thought about making egg bites too, but my wife said she likes the muffins better than the egg bites, so we're just going to go with the egg muffins. But instead of bacon, we're going to use ham. So, all right, I'll come back and I'll show you that in a little bit. Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you do the thumbs up. You subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon. That would be awesome, awesome, awesome. Really getting close to the 7,500. We were doing a subscriber appreciation at the 7,500 mark. So if you would like to share the videos out, or get your friends to watch them, family to watch them, and let's get to that 7,500, and then we can do the next giveaway. So you guys are awesome. All right, I'm gonna throw these eggs together. You don't need to watch me crack eggs and all that good stuff. So. All right, so I still did use these parchment papers, even though I'm going to use a silicone mold. I just like the way that they hold up in the in the parchment paper. So I guess I'm old school. I have a bunch of them. I have like 3 or 4 boxes of them. A while ago I had a hard time getting them, so now it's kind of, I have them, so I'm going to hold on to them, and they just peel so easy off of them. I throw them in the microwave for about 30 seconds in the morning, have 1 or 2. It's just a great way to start your day off. There's something fast and easy to go. And I like this 4-cup measuring thing, just because of the fact that it makes it so easy to get out. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to put a little bit of cheese in here, break some of this cheese up, throw some of the cheese in them. That's all I do, and I kind of let it, I know it's going to sink, so I don't go around and I don't mix it all up or anything else. I just kind of let it sink, and it seems to work good that way. Then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple pieces of this ham. Again, we got this at Kruger's the other day. We were over there. They had them on sale. So we picked a couple of them up. And I said, let's put them in those egg muffins that you were making. And instead of bacon or sausage, just put some of this in there. So I'm going to drop a couple pieces of ham in each one of these. And that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to pop them in. We have a little Ninja air fryer oven. So I'm going to throw them in there for about 20 minutes at 350 on the bake cycle. And we're going to see how they come out. All right, I'll talk to you in the next segment. I'll show you how they look like when they're in the oven. All right, here is the egg and ham and cheese egg muffins. That's kind of the way they look like right now. So they look pretty good. All right, we're going to take them out here in a second. I'll show you what they look like when they're out. All right, here's our meal for prepping for the week. So we made egg muffins so that we could eat egg muffins in the morning before we go to work. So that's meal number 1 for the day and for today. And then we're gonna make some burgers. We got some teriyaki we're making, chicken, and some all kinds of good stuff. So hang out with us. All right, I just wanted to kind of show real quick, like they just come out of the oven. That's what they look like. So they came out really looking good. That small little Ninja baked them up good. So that's going to be our breakfast for the week. That's the cheese, ham, and egg. So we're going to let these cool down and pop them out and put them in the refrigerator for the week. Recipe 1 down. All right, so the second thing on the menu is we're actually going to cook up some burgers. These are burgers that we made this morning. We made a mixture of ground beef, threw in some onions, some cheese, some mushrooms, and made burgers with them. So that's going to be meal number 2. We're going to throw this in our air fryer and we're going to cook them up in the air fryer. I'll show you what they look like. Look how those burgers are coming out. Alright, the burgers are done. I'll show you what they look like, kinda. So that's what the burgers look like. They're still pretty good size. Come out nice and juicy. They look really good. So we're gonna bag these up, and we are going to be eating these. You'll probably see these on one of the videos during the week of what I eat in a day. Because these are one of those things we'll probably be eating for dinner or lunch, right? So, all right, let's come back and show you what's next. Hey, we're back for the next thing that we're going to prep, and today we're going to prep some egg white buns. We use the buns. We like the buns. We can actually use them for sandwiches. You can use them for buns, for like hamburger buns and stuff like that. And they're probably the closest. You know, I track total carbs, so these are the closest thing to a total carb, zero total carb bread. These come from Maria Emmerich originally. So if you want to see the original recipe, go over there and check her channel out. We've made some modifications, and I know Indigo Nelly has, and I know that Wendy over at Lovin' and Keto has, and there's a bunch of us that has. Anita from Ketogenic Woman, everybody else has kind of done their own little thing, but yeah, so we're going to throw our own little spin on it. I do take, I use 3 egg whites here. I've got 3 egg yolks that I'm going to add in later, which is not part of the original. I'm also going to use some egg white powder, some allulose, some nutritional yeast flakes, and some xanthan gum, and a little bit of salt and cream of tartar. Those are my ingredients. So the way I do this is I'm going to take the egg yolk, and I want 1 cup of the egg yolk. And again, I'm not going to go through the whole recipe, but so I'm going to dump that in there. I'll show you bits and pieces of it, and then I'm going to fill it up with the rest of this. This is Kruger's cage-free egg whites. I'm going to tell you, I'm not a big fan of it. The Bob Evans works a lot better. This one is actually a little bit cloudy, and it doesn't whip as good as some of the other ones. The one from Costco works a lot better. Just does. So. And next I'm going to put in about 1/2 cup of this egg white protein powder. So this is like a high protein, low carb. Like I said, it's as low as you can go. There's not another bread out there that I've seen that you can get even close to this. And I know there's some out there and they use like the bamboo fiber, and they're using the psyllium husk, and they're using some other ones. But those all have tons and tons of fiber. They're actually really high in total carbs. Some of them are as high as 60 total carbs per serving, but because they got 55 fiber in them, they they minus the fiber. I'm not a big person that minuses the fiber and all that good stuff. So these actually work out really well. My wife's not a keto person. She doesn't mind them. She likes them. I think she's kind of gotten used to it, and it does. It saves you quite a bit. Now I put 2 tablespoons of this nutritional yeast in there. The nutritional yeast, all it does really is give it kind of a taste or a flavor. And it kind of gives it a creamy flavor. So. And this is a 1/2 teaspoon. I find this easier to get in the container when I'm getting it in the cream of tartar thing here. And then the cream of tartar, basically all it does is it stabilizes the egg whites. So throw some of this in there. That's all there is to it. All right, I'm going to whip this up, mix it up, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. We're going to whip this up to stiff peaks. And we'll come up and we'll show you when we put it on the pan what it looks like, all right? All right, they're on the plate. I'm going to show you what they look like when they're going in the oven. That's what they look like going into the oven. I'll show you what they look like when they come out of the oven. And it makes 6. We probably should have done a double batch, but that's the way it is. So we'll come back and show you later. All right, there is the muffins. They're puffing up in the oven. So got another 8 minutes to go. Hey, so for while the egg white bread is cooking, this is teriyaki chicken breast. We have a couple of big pieces of chicken breast that we bought on sale. It was like $1.49 or something. So we took them in a vacuum bag and we put teriyaki sauce in there, or made a keto teriyaki sauce. And we're going to put this in a sous vide cooker. We're going to cook it in a sous vide cooker. So just putting it in the water like this. We have a pressure vessel. We'll put the top on it, hold it in place. If you never used a sous vide cooker, this is all it is just a little thing that attaches on the side of the water vessel. Plug it in. I'm going to turn it on. We're going to bring it up to, we're going to bring it up to 145. And we're going to put that for an hour and a half. So about 90 minutes. Some people do it an hour, some people do it 2 hours. I found for me, when we did the chicken breast, that an hour and a half worked really well. And that's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. Pretty simple. So this is going to cook for an hour and a half. We have the egg white bread to cook in there. So we'll come back later and we'll check them out. All right, these are out of the oven. Show you what they look like out of the oven. They will fall a little bit, but that's what they look like. So nice and puffy, nice size, perfect for a burger, great for a sandwich. So perfect for lunchtime during the week. So, and then the sous vide cooker is up to temperature and it's cooking away. So I do say that if you get a sous vide cooker, I put a cutting board underneath it so it doesn't damage the countertops. So strongly recommend you do something so that it doesn't hurt your countertops, right? So, but anyway, we're cooking away. So we're continuing on our journey. So we took the chicken breast out, cooling down. My wife is actually cutting up the vegetables and stuff for the stir fry. And then we're gonna grill some chicken. So this was, we put this in the refrigerator yesterday with the sauce in it to marinate it. So we're marinated that and we're gonna be cooking that up. So I'm going out and doing it on the grill. We had a nice earthquake this morning, so 5.0, so that kind of woke us up and got us moving again. We were kind of sitting watching movies and now we're not. So we're getting prepared. All right, here's our meal prepping, grilling the chicken up that we've been marinating. A good shot of that. Shot of Storm Hillary out here. She's spitting a little bit of water out, not a lot. Not yet anyway. A little bit. A little bit of olive oil. All right, we'll get 3 or 4 meals out of that one for sure. All right, here's our veggies for our stir fry. So all mixed up in a big bag. Gotta make sure the seal doesn't come undone. So all seasoned up. One more thing. All right, so this is what the chicken looks like. It's all grilled up. So we're gonna have it for dinner tonight. We'll have it for at least probably, I would say, 2 more nights as well, or two other meals, probably a lunch and another dinner throughout the week. So pretty good day. We did. Here's still the chicken breast. We haven't cut up yet. We will cut that up when we're ready to throw it on the grill with the vegetables. We did prep the vegetables as well for that sheet pan dinner that we're going to do as well. We made the bread that's here, it's rolls. We also made those egg bites or egg muffins or whatever you want to call them. I think that's, what else did we cook? We cooked a bunch of stuff. So anyway, that was it. So that should more than put us through the week. Again, you're probably going to see us do more videos like this again. If you like the video, make sure you do the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon. Like I said, it's been kind of a really interesting weekend with all the stuff that's going on, from the hurricane that came through Southern California today, and you hear the hurricane warning on TV. Oh, my phone. So there's a warning, I guess it's a flood watch warning coming out now. We had an earthquake here, a 5.1 earthquake that's only a few miles from the house, up in Ojai, and that's about 10 miles from here, give or take a mile or two, depending on where the earthquake is. That really shook the house today. So it's been a really interesting weekend, but we still managed to get all our food prepped and ready for the week. So hopefully you guys appreciate it. I know I do. I really appreciate it. I think we made some really great foods for this week. So, oh, the burgers, we made those burgers. So you're going to see us. That's why we made the buns, to go with the burgers, right? Yeah, so we made a lot of great food. You're going to see us probably on the day of what I eat in a day. You're going to see some of these things on those. Again, if you like this kind of stuff, great. If you'd rather see just a complete recipe on one item, let me know down below. Just because of both of us working now, we're trying to meal prep on the weekends so that we don't have to cook anything in the week, or everything is just kind of get home, throw it on a grill, cook it, heat it up, and then eat it, right? So that makes our life so much easier, and you know, everything a lot easier. We can clean all this stuff up now, and then we don't have to do a whole lot of cleanup during the week too after we've prepared our food. So, you know. Hey you guys, I really truly appreciate it. You guys are awesome. If you want to see other great content like that, make sure you watch this video over here, or check this other video out over here. Click up there on that Alan's Awesome logo over there, because you guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you being here. Please consider subscribing to the channel. You guys are awesome.